Okay, Chloe, my dear, if you don't mind, I'm going to run the intro one more time and hope that somebody gets the message. Can you hang loose a minute, honey? Hi, I'm the ocean of the ocean's deep blue, and yes, I have been having problems with my channel. Crazy, really crazy. Um, some people saying they got no note. Some people saying they didn't know I was live, and you know, just it's hard. Uh, oh, right before I texted. Oh, wow. Thank you, Woo. Because this is hard. I mean, I sent out notices through Patreon too. And I hope my Patreon's okay. And by the way, if you want to give me your number, uh, and you're in my Patreon, we can talk on Patreon, and that way I can have your number and you can have mine. But of course, this is only for members and people I trust. Hey, Black Dragon, how you doing? Oh, bacon, 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 bacon. Thank you. Oh, I look super cute tonight. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, darling. Thank you very much. I kind of need that once in a while because I don't always feel so cute. But I know I am losing weight. My God, I look at myself and I don't recognize myself. And now I sound like the Oracle from the Matrix, don't I? Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I don't even know if it's the same person or whatever she said. But yeah, I do sometimes look very different to myself. But yeah, I look and I see the great big personality, and I say, yeah, that's me. Where's Scotty? He's supposed to laugh at that. Thank you. Yeah, it kind of seems like maybe I'll need help to get the word out now. Damn it. Damn it, Woo. This is just crazy shit, you know? And I'm not monetized. I'm kind of glad in a way because I didn't get dependent on it. Because if I was dependent on it, I would be mad every day at it. I would be fuming. Uh, I have not had, I gotta say though, I haven't had my phone on very much. I have been trying to stay off the media a little bit, although I let myself fall asleep to it last night and it wasn't a good result today. So I'm going to have to avoid that. And meow, what do you mean, meow? You want to come up here? Oh, it's my co host. Arriving late. Yeah, you're arriving late. Elon's not going to like this. I'm going to tell Elon on you. Elon Musk, this cat right here, you see him? See him? He's a slacker. I love him anyway, though. He's a slacker. He was late. You just figured out your friends are here, huh? You know that Miss Chloe is here. Mm-hmm. You can tell. You didn't come up here until Chloe was here. Mm-hmm. See how you are? Oh my goodness. Little cow spots. My little cow kitty. He's right there. Anyway. Hmm. Okay. Now let me find my own channel and get in there so I can actually read because I can't read up here that well. Oh, and now you're up on the table. Uh-oh. He's in a mood tonight. I think he's going to play with you. He's not going to let me do You're not going to let me do anything up there, are you? Without knocking everything off, right? Oh my goodness. Mr. Mewcake is up on the card table, up on the card reading table. Yes, he is. And that means we're not going to be able to do it until he decides that he's going to go sit down somewhere else. What? Oh, gosh. Kitten, are you okay? There you go. Yeah. You didn't like that very well, though, did you? No, he didn't like that. He tried. The card table, or the table is not very steady, and so he fell on his butt. Why is it not? It's not letting me get on my own. Pardon me. Yeah, you think you got problems. You're not the one running the show. You think you got problems? You better learn some IT skills, boy. I need you. I need him. I need you. A table dance. Yeah, white bellies, fluffy white bellies. Fluffy white bellies. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Raymond. Today you can. So today, let's give Raymond his card. Let's give Raymond, we're going to use, we get 2 cards. Actually, we're doing a little different. And it's going to be the Sacred Path deck and the Animal Medicine cards. They're not tarot. And actually, I started with these cards, and I like them better. Okay. So, but I'm not showing them on the screen because they're my personal deck. So, F that. But, and they have nudie pictures all over. No, they don't. I'm just kidding. Where is Scotty? Scotty! Okay, Raymond. Raymond. Smoke signals. Intent. Now, smoke signals is a card that usually comes up when somebody's trying to get in touch with you, give you a message. Someone's trying to give you a clear message, or you're trying to give somebody else a message. But since you are asking, let me see, based on how you're asking that, let me see. Richard the Red! Hello! Woke up an hour ago, a whole hour ago. Oh, he was up all night worshiping the Blue Destroyer? Rosie Palm and her five said, ha, 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 ha. He's not a polecat, Lewis. Lewis thinks we need to get a pole for Cowboy to start dancing on, but Cowboy is not a polecat. Anyway, but he might be a table dancer, except he almost fell off the table. You've been drinking again. Have you been drinking again? He's been drinking again. You know what he's been drinking? He's been drinking beef blood. He's been drinking the blood of the innocent. No, he hasn't been. Hey, Tree Frog, how you doing? Hey, Tree Frog. Hey, who else has made it in here? Well, my back was turned. Wait a minute, where did Raymond go? Did Raymond go away? Tree Frog. Oh, Raymond Torres. Okay, Raymond, and so can you get a card pull for the weekend? Well, somebody's trying to get in touch. I think somebody's trying to get in touch with you. Hmm. Yeah, actually, it looks like there is an interest that has has higher motives than the previous one. And I think you will be meeting them soon. The smoke signals intention, if you're intending that, it looks like you're going to get that. You're going to meet somebody better than the last, because the eagle is the card that came up, and that is, and it might be a Scorpio person, because eagle is the good side of Scorpio. So there's a chance they would be a Scorpio. Or if the person you're thinking about is a Scorpio, then that means, yes, that's who you're gonna, an ex or a new love. Well, probably a Scorpio, if you know the sign. I think it's going to be somebody new, though, because your ex didn't sound like they were really the right one for you. I think it's going to be somebody new. But if they do get in touch with you, either that or it'll be your ex gets in touch with you and they have a whole new attitude. But if they don't, if they get in touch with you and they don't have a whole new attitude, I would say keep going, keep walking. Because you really, you know, playing games with people isn't right. Oh, no, 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 woo, be careful. Elderberry. Hi, Lewis. Hi, Elderberry. Oh, no, that is bad. And I don't know how to tell you this. Hey, Psyche Awakens. Hello. Hello, baby. Is she gonna be hot? Well, there's smoke signals here, so it looks like she's going to be smoking. Hey, baby, how you doing? Psyche is also a reader and very good, and you should go see his show, and you should go subscribe to his show. I'm on there a lot. I'm on the panels a lot whenever I see him. Whenever I'm awake, he's in the middle of the night a lot of times. But yeah, whenever I'm awake, I go over there, and most of the time he lets me up on the panel so I can blather away a little bit more than I do here, and I don't have to um, dress up for it. I can just pop the little button and not show me, because it's nice to be able to do a show from bed, basically when I'm in bed and the lights are off. And, although, oh dear, okay, um, tree frog, okay, um, maybe I should get the card reads out of the way quickly and then tell the ghost stories. What would you guys prefer? Yeah, Psyche is a really sweet guy too. I mean, you'll like him. He's part of the family. You're part of the family, Psyche. PA is part of our family now, and he's he's going to stay that way, right? Sweet person. I want good people around me. I want good people around. I want nice people. I want sweet people. I want decent people. I want people who have good hearts and souls. I don't want just anybody. Now, anybody's welcome to come watch the channel, but close by me, I just want people who are worthwhile. I don't want everybody. So if you're on my Patreon, you must love me at least a little bit. And so if you want my phone number, I'll let you have my phone number. So just let me know. Hmm. Yeah, you're not allowed to not be part of the family, Psyche. You're in now. And you too, Tree Frog, okay? You seem pretty nice too. Besides, I like tree frogs. Tree Frog, would you feel better being blue? You've been around long enough now. I think it'd be okay. I mean, it's okay. There you go. You're now a standard mod, and you're blue like the rest of us, and blue like Shiva. Oh, good heavens. Yes, I didn't know until I saw Praveen Mohan. Here's a name you should know. Praveen is another genius, another underrated genius. Praveen, Praveen, Mohan, Mohan. And he is decoding the ancient temples and carvings and um, that kind of thing for us. He goes to ancient sites, ancient temples and stuff, and tells us the story of the Hindu gods. And he is actually uh, has some videos from the America, and I always wish that too. I thought we need him over here to look at some of our stuff and help decode that, and he's actually doing it. So if you haven't subbed to Praveen Mohan, um, go look at his stuff because it's fascinating. Um, Pam, Pam, I am. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while, sister. How you doing? Okay, so would somebody please help me keep track of the card reads? I don't have anything to write on. I thought I did, and I don't have anything. I have something to write on, but I got no pen. I can't find a pen that works. I So somebody help me out with the card reads a little bit, huh? So far we've got um let's see. We've got Chloe, who is first, then Wu, then Black, then uh Tree Frog, then Lewis, then um we did Raymond. I let Raymond go because he's only here for a read. That's all he's here for. Richard! Richard, the non-gingerbread. You only woke up an hour ago. Yes, Cowboy has shown himself. He has shown himself to be a lazy laggard. But then again, he's a cute, lazy little laggard, so he's adorable. An adorable little lazy laggard, aren't you? Yes. Lovely. Look at that. Look at that profile. Mhm. Anyway, okay. So you guys are here. Yes, this is great. We're not, all is not lost. Okay, and then, yeah, help me get everybody in there, okay? Help me get, uh, Kali is creepy. Well, her yuga's about to end, so we're about to be saying thanks for all the fish, the Kali, the Kali Yuga. Oh, you're sick. Oh dear. You people are sick. No, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, okay. So let's get started. Chloe, the Countess, the Countess, La Contessa. You first, love. You first. You get to go first. Change. Rites of passage. Things are gonna change. Things are gonna change. Change. Things are gonna change. Yeah. Things are gonna change. That's my song that I wrote. I could also do the changes. That's Babe's song. Rites of passage. Well, You're going down that road. Either you, I think someone's fixing to pass on. There are going to be many changes in your life, but I also feel like somebody is fixing to pass on. I don't know who it is. Feels like it may be a female. You know who this is probably. Let's find out what the other cards say. Yeah, I think probably it might be an older female. Somebody's passing on. That doesn't mean they're going to. It just means there's a probability, high probability of somebody passing on. Uh, who's an older female, probably, because I'm just getting a female vibe. Oh, wow. I got two cards. The eagle and the bear. They are two Dreamtime guardians. The eagle is lofty ideals and actually United States, and also Scorpio is associated with that sign. Um, the eagle and the bear, the bear cave. Um, Interesting, because the bear is wanting you to do some meditation. Um, the bear wants you, first of all, they're saying, oh, you do. Oh, so you know what's going on. You can call me sweetie, even if you're under the weather. You can call me flu A in the house. Oh gosh, yucky. Yeah. Uh, let me see. Um, you've been depressed about it for a month now that you know somebody that is passing on, getting ready to pass on. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Bear wants you to meditate and use your third eye, use your medium skills to get in touch with the other world. Has this person passed on already? Either somebody finna pass on or they passed on. I'm kind of seeing it both ways. It's really weird. Mm. Weird. I'm kind of seeing it from both angles. I have no idea what that means. What does that mean? Not quite yet. It's almost a wrap, though. I think I'm kind of seeing the future and now. Yeah. The bear just looks at me and has such sympathy for you, like a mama bear, like a, you know, just offers you sympathy, offers you solace. If you go within, you can find some kind of relief from your depression, perhaps. But they want you to go within, they want you to meditate. The eagle and the bear both do. Ah, yeah, the bear is protecting. What do you need to do on the other side? Well, you can help. You can help it be peaceful, but do not follow them to the other side. You should not do that. That will damage you. That's not good for us. We're not meant to actually go there. We're meant to help them, but not go with them. Too many people have done that and they found this is not good. You've got to stay on this side. Um, the bear says stories. Stories. Remember the stories. Maybe they're talking about the stories I'm going to tell tonight. Maybe one of the stories I tell tonight, I'm planning on telling some real ghost stories, or at least one of them tonight. Yeah, Pam. Pam, I haven't been hearing from you though, and it kind of hurts me, sister. We used to talk a lot. I miss you. I'll admit it. I miss you, sister. Me too, Black. Um, Black, there's another thing I wanted to say to you. You are the only one on the $3 program on that gets extra content. I don't know what to offer you since you're the only one that's on that, but I have offered some extra content. So maybe we need to talk about that, about what I can do for you, because I feel like I owe you something. Um, you have to share their stories. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You cannot stay on the other side. We can go there as shaman. As shaman, we can go and come back, but you cannot stay there. You can't, we're not supposed to go and we're not, and it's even a little catchy to go there. It can cause repercussions. Of course, things are changing now. So that may be changing. You know, some of us have extra abilities now. Um, okay, you understand. Okay, yeah. Ah, well, I miss you. I miss my family. I don't have living family of my blood anyway that I know of. Hey, Kiki. Thank you. Oh, you've been on that program too. Thank you. I want to give you some extra content. I want to give you, maybe I'll for now give you extra long readings here for now. Yeah, I am, yeah, It's accumulating. I mean, I can see it. I'm, you know what? I don't know. And this is something, if anybody can help me with this, I can manifest all kinds of things and I can manifest money for other people. But for myself, I have had for the longest time now issues with money. Every freaking month, something happens. I don't know what the heck is going on with me because I can make all kinds of other things show up. I don't understand it. And when I ask about it, I get messages like, laugh and dance and sing and be happy. And I'm like, okay. And I try to be, but it's like, but right now I don't have enough cat food for Cowboy till the end of the month. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that because there's literally not enough in my account right now because stuff came in that I wasn't expecting and took it. And I don't know how every single freaking month this happens. Something that I'm not expecting. Or why? Why am I going through this? I mean, I have done some, like, I have helped people get jobs, cars, raises, just healings, miracles. I have done literally miracles and actually stuff has manifested for me stuff. But money? What the heck is wrong with me? I must have something. Maybe I don't have anything wrong. I cancel that. Why, though? What must I correct to get this corrected? I don't know. What's little eggs? Thank you. By the way, thank you. There's a strong energy here. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Been ill. Hmm. I don't know. It seems like a charge comes in that I really wasn't expecting. Is a little horse. Little horse. Give him a cough drop. He's a little horse. See, get it? Ha ha. Okay, wonder where Dolly is. Where's Paradolly? Paradolia. Okay, now the humor is coming in. That means Laughs a Lot is here. Is that right? Laughs a Lot is here, one of my guides. Hello, Laughs a Lot. That's her name, or what she goes by. That's probably not actually, it might be a name, might be an Indian name. Laughs a Lot. Very gentle. She does laugh. Okay, Laughs a Lot. Thank you for being here. My Little Pony. Okay. Oh, oh, this fell out. Feel while I was talking about that field of plenty, his ideas and needs manifested. So maybe somehow this is going to change. Huh, good. Well, let's see who's next is I think Wu. Help me figure out who's next, okay, folks? Hi. I hope I can figure this out. Okay, woo. What do we do with woo? Okay. Unlimited vision. Dream time. Woo. Hmm. Dream time. The shamanic worlds. Otter and weasel. Otter is a coquette. I kind of get the feeling this is Desiree. Weasel. Weasel is somebody usually trying to weasel in. Now, weasel in the good sense is somebody who is very um can yeah, well, actually the weasel is very curious and actually uh but not really trustworthy. So there's a non-trustworthy person involved in your mix. Maybe friendly, but weasels are not necessarily friendly. They have a tendency to bite each other. Um, in dream time, I'm going to pull another one for you, Woo, because I know you're going through your shit, and I don't like to leave you hanging. And one just came flying out. Let me get that one. It's important when they fly out like that. It's a good thing I have my grabber. Mm. The wolf. Okay. Something's about to change by the time of the full moon, which is in about 2 weeks. Wolf. You need to, I'm seeing like a pack, like a whole pack of wolves, not just a lone wolf. So either, and I'm seeing, okay, there may be some kind of, okay, the stone people is recording, some kind of recording, some kind of, occasionally it can mean the police, occasionally it can mean that there is some kind of, I think they want you to have, I think they want you to use a stone for protection. I think you need protection. I think you need a stone. I think, do you have some selenite, love? Yeah, I see these wolves, a whole pack of wolves howling. I don't quite know what it means. Um, I do know the weasel, you got to be careful. Is a person you got to be careful of. They're trying to appear to be your friend, and they're not. They're really not. They're not really exactly an enemy, but they're very self-serving. Okay, and this has something to do with Desiree because otters are playful, and they're the coquette. They're the fun-loving, outgoing, you know, personality, um, feminine. But you have a weasel. I'd say grid your place with selenite. It's cheap. And do some cleansing, smudging of your place, and look for whoever that weasel is. Your pack, it's like don't stand alone. Boo. Don't stand alone. Realize that you have others who are with you, who want to help you. And don't try to do everything alone. Okay. I'm working on some runes. I'm going to do runes at some point too. Uh, Actually, he can pick up a crystal off me or Chloe. Doesn't even have to go to a psychic fair if you don't want to. Um, Selenite is dirt cheap though. If you have a card, you can get selenite enough to grid your house for like not even $5. I think I've seen like a pack of 12 little pieces of selenite, which is enough to grid your place for like $3 on Temu. So selenite is very cheap right now. You could totally grid your place for like under $5 probably. You really just need somebody interfering with the show, something going on with the throat chakra. Um, and if you need help with that, call on your friends. We'll make sure you get some. But you just need 4 pieces for each corner. And then I like to put them over the doors too, over the ingress, over the, people going in and out. I like to put them over the doors. And sometimes I put them in places that, like here, I keep some here because this is also a doorway. We don't realize this, but our phones are kind of a portal. So, ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they are very tough for their size, Richard. Where is the bacon? That's right. Where's the bacon? Oh, tree frog will go, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know what? How about if I pull your card and you can go back later and read it, okay? I'll pull a card for tree frog toward the end. They can go back and read it. Um, yeah, runes. Maybe we need to do some bind runes someday. Do some sigils. Ah, well, thank you. It's Ocean Diana. Thank you. But you know what? I've got to fix this. This is obviously something that's not quite working. And I can get it to work for everybody else. I got my friend a raise twice. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on. Bacon is next. I have runes. I do. I have runes. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry, who's next? Who is next? I'm trying to keep up. Well, you know what? Let's give me some money, Chloe. I don't know what the hell is going on with me. I need something fixed, maybe. I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder what the heck. I'm beginning to wonder what the heck is going on with me. Yeah, me too. I'm great. Maybe we should all make each other money. Bacon. Okay, black. Maybe that's it. Maybe we all have to make each other money. You know what? I'm reminded, before I do this reading, I'm reminded of a story. Two pictures, souls in heaven, souls in hell. They're sitting around a table filled with food. Everybody's got these incredibly long chopsticks, like a yard long. The people in hell are crying because they can't feed themselves. The people in heaven are happy because they can easily feed each other. Maybe that's the answer. I don't know. Just putting it out there. Ah, Kiki, you're so sweet. Okay, so bacon's next. You mean Black Dragon is next, the next one I'm supposed to read for? Did Black come in? Wait. Woo. Yeah, Black came in. And then, um, okay, because sometimes it's hard to keep up with chat. And then Lewis. Okay, Black. That's why I got my phone too, because otherwise I would never be able to keep up with. I can barely see the chat in here the way my eyes are. I need new glasses too. Um, I need new everything. I need new stuff. I need new. I need a new life. One with no doubt. Okay, Black Dragon, this is for you. Allies and support medicine bundle. Um, and it also speaks of healing, and it also speaks of having friends who care about you. You have, you actually have more friends than you think you do. And you have some really good friends. Medicine bundle is allies and support. So you actually, let's see what else. You have plenty of friends that are willing to offer you bacon. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Whoa. Well, it's strange because it's one of the blank cards that got in here. In the old decks, they had some blank cards. You could put the meaning that you wanted on them. The blank cards were for your own personal, but I don't have anything written on this one. So I'm going to put it aside and have it the consideration. It has a crystal and some feathers and a wishbone on it. Maybe that has a clue as to what we're talking about here. Dragon. The raven, nevermore. The raven is magic. Magic coming into your life. And it's a special kind of magic, too. Ravens are very smart. They can solve intricate puzzles. They can solve puzzles 3 layers deep. Ravens and crows are pretty much a very similar bird. Um, except raven is a little bit more about magic, crow's a little bit more about karma and law. So this is the magical side of the blackbird energy. And whatever your issue is, use magic. Magic is definitely in your life, and that's maybe because this other one is blank, but it has feather, stone, a bone, and looks like some fur. Maybe you could use those elements in your magic. But it almost looks like a mirror. So I'm wondering if this isn't speaking about a mirror. Um, magic mirror. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the smartest dragon of them all, huh? Anyway, is there anything else you want to say to Black? Yeah, sacred space. Um, you need to take some time off alone and work your magic in your own little circle. Yeah, definitely it's got you casting a circle, got you doing some magic. You're supposed to do some kind of ceremony for yourself, I guess, or somebody else. You're supposed to do some magic. That's what's going on right now. Whatever it is you're thinking about. The unknown is also in there. Yeah, crows remember. Mhm. Crows have a long memory. Mhm. So now the thing about the void is completely empty, but from it comes everything. Yeah. And this, I have some words about. I'll have to do a special video devoted to that. Why we have decided to stay in a matrix, to be in a matrix. Because we decided to be in a matrix. We're not just here. We decide to be here. And get involved in the first place with being in a matrix. But we'll talk about that. What I've been getting messages to dream the dreams that no mortal should ever dream. Woo! No, I'm not. I'm not like mortals. Lots of ravens. Oh, I believe in magic too. Yep. Okay, who's next? We got Mr. Baconmeister. Uh, is it Lewis? It's Lewis, right? Lewis. Okay. And by the way, I found out Venus is going through Aries. Venus is in Aries right now. Aries, my rising sign. That's probably why I look so good lately. Maybe why I'm so cute lately. Everybody thinks I'm beautiful. Hey, I'll take it. Stay right here, Venus. Stay there. Don't go away. I'll take it. I thought for a long time that I was an ugly person. People had me convinced. Mostly my mom. And I actually think she was jealous, which is sad. Some mothers are. Yeah. Okay, so Lewis. Lewis, East Shield. Illumination and clarity. Okay, so Lewis. The East Shield is sunrise, spring, birth of something new. It usually can speak of money, education, things like that. By the way, we're getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde next month, I think, again. So, just heads up. I think I heard we're going into Mercury retrograde again real soon. So illumination and clarity and there's an eagle there too. You're going to be starting something new. New project, new love, new home, something. Something new. Something coming in new. Um, see if we can get a little bit more. Horse. Okay. Once again, take a cough drop. No, if you're horse. No, horse is about power and being able to get where you want to go, having the power to be able to achieve things, but you've got to pick a direction. So it looks like some kind of power or ability coming into your life, something new that brings you clarity and illumination, that brings you some answers to some questions you've had. And you start something completely new in the spring. Kind of looks like a new job, a new project, a new learning, something like that, something in that realm. Might be a new job. Doesn't look like a residence. Looks more like a job or something, or class or something like that. Um, but anyway, that's good. Oh, Desiree. Okay, we can do Desiree. Where is the bacon? Well, carry on. Bacon is coming. Bacon is coming to us all. Okay, who is next? Pam, I am. Hey, Jamie. How you doing, love? He gets turkey. He got chicken. He got chicken tonight. He loves chicken. Loves chicken. Tree frog. Okay, tree frog. You can just dial back and you can rewind it and get your fortune. Um, tree frog. Oh, and this is good. Tree frog storyteller expansion. Something expands, and it's something expands because of telling your story. There's some kind of a story that you need to tell. And maybe getting your story out there is an important thing. But something expands, yes. It's Jupiter's influence. What that what is this? Messages. Messenger. The messenger bird, the hawk. The hawk is messages, and pay attention to all your messages. Look at your inbox, look at your mail, listen to your voicemail. There's an important message on the way. So, tree frog, and it's about expansion. And this may have to do with telling a story or telling your story. So, but there are other people involved with this. There are a lot of other people involved with this, in fact. Okay, it looks like you got a lot of friends involved with this. Good for you. This is good. This is good. Office the messenger. Who's after that? Oh, turkey bacon. Okay, we did tree frog. Richard. Richard, the non-ginger. Non-ginger Richard the Red. Who has all of the invisible and silent, not silent R's in his name. He has R's up the R's. In fact, that's how R he is. R, R, like a pirate. I tease Richard a lot. Thank goodness he's got a good sense of humor. I'm so glad you guys got a sense of humor. But then again, what the hell are you doing here if you don't have a sense of humor? The non-carrot top. You have R's up your arse. Richard the King. All hail. Uh, One day we're going to have to see Richard's picture now because I think we've all got people pictured. I mean, we're going to have to see a nice picture. I can see your picture there, Richard, but we're going to have to see a full scale picture of Richard just cause. I mean, I think that's a tiny, tiny, tiny picture. Oh, okay. Okay, Richard. Okay, let's see. See what the cards are saying. Now that laughs a lot here, things should be better. Laughs a lot here, so things are going to go better. Laughs a lot brings some lightheartedness to a situation. A power place. Earth connection and empowerment. Richard, my dear. Um, Richard, my dear, you've got a special place, and you need to be there. You need to be there. The Earth Connection and Empowerment card means there is a special place calling you. Whether that is some special place in your home or some special place elsewhere on the earth, there's somewhere, some place that is calling you to be there in it. Antelope, and do it now. Antelope is immediately with alacrity. Antelope is to just do it. Some place that needs your presence, and you need to just go there and do that. See if I can see any more about that. Might be for work, because Beaver is coming up. Might be for work, or maybe there's a hot woman. Wait a minute, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But no, Beaver's a hard worker and builds a home. This could be a home. This could be a new home. This could be a place you'd like to call home. Beaver builds a dam, or a darn if you're PG, but or just P rated or G rated, or how do those go anymore? Anyway, it, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody's on internet anyway. Um, So the beaver is a hard worker, and he works in a group, and he works for the good of his family, of his group, of his, you know, and they are very social. Um, but yeah, this almost looks like you're building something somewhere. So, that's going to be really cool. Um, huh. See, is there any more on that? Buffalo, which is some kind of abundance, getting what you need. Um, what you need is going to come by. What you need to realize this is gonna show up. Gonna just show up. You just have to catch it as it goes by. And yep. Power place. Very interesting. Let us know what that is, okay? Nightfall Vibes. Okay, that's an interesting name. Huh. Narnia. You want to go to Narnia? Ah, I don't blame you. Okay. Oh, I would love to see that picture of you with your crow. That's cool. Uh, Narnia. Well, there you go. You can split the fare to Narnia. Call you one state a check to Narnia. Uh, you plead the fifth. Well, I guess that's better than drinking the fifth. Maybe not. Yes, this is you, Richard. Hi, Nightfall. uh, yeah, you missed the whole thing. This was you. Power place. There's somewhere you need to be. Calling, calling you. Someplace is calling you. And the beaver came up, who is a builder. He's a busy guy. He's a builder. He's a hard worker. He's working hard. Where's Scotty when I need him? But anyway, instead of hardly working. But yeah, the beaver. And it looks like you're doing that with a community. It has something to do with community. Maybe you're moving to a better community, or maybe you're going to a place where there's better, where the people are more like you. I don't know. There's a place though. It's an important place to you. It's been calling you, and you should go with alacrity because uh, the Nike Antelope card came up. Nike, just do it. Um, yeah, you need to quit thinking about going there and go there. Okay, and build. Hmm. Oh, there you go. There you go. Let's all just go to Narnia for a while for a vacation, shall we? My place is very Narnia. Actually, my place is magical. My motif is magical. It's very obvious when you walk in that you're walking into a magical place. It's there's no doubt. You walk in. Actually, though, one of my neighbors, she walks in because I have the grow light on. and it's purple, kind of purpley pink, kind of. And she walks in, and I've got all of this, you know, I've got the tapestries on the walls and all kinds of things going on. And she comes in and she goes, "Wow, this place could be a swinging disco." Wow. Okay. I have two dolphin plasma lights, you know, facing each other like an arch. I have gosh, I gotta show you my pad sometime. But hour of power. Oh, ritual of joy, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, who's after Richard? Otters as well. And platypus. Ooh, pistachio almond ice cream, yo. Yeah. Mm-mm. Berry. Berry is next. Okay, here you go, Berry. La, 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 la. And Berry is rites of passage. Oh dear. Barry, it kind of looks like somebody in your life is going on. Rites of passage usually means somebody's been to pass on. It's the different stages of life. Somebody is coming of age. Usually that is like a rites of passage are either like a graduation or a marriage ceremony or somebody's been to die. So it's something like that that's coming up. Let me see if I can catch which one. But it's yeah, interesting. Yeah, because Chloe got that card too. There's a lot of people fixing to pass on though. It's coming. Yeah, we're in times when a lot of people are going to be leaving the planet for various reasons. But yeah, well, it's time. It's the end of an age. And a lot of people leave at the end of an age. That's the way it is. And the NPCs are probably all going to go. My feeling is that the NPCs are going to go. Let's see if there's any more on that. Rites of passage, and you also need to set up a sacred space, a sacred circle for yourself. Uh, and none shall pass. Um, you need to have peace. You need to demand peace. You need to have that sacred circle around you and demand that people respect that. Dragonfly says, "You must remember who you are. You are not a fly, you are a dragon. You are not a little bug. You are a powerful being, a very powerful being, and you deserve respect." So I kind of feel like somebody's passing on, though. I was going to say, well, it could be something like somebody's getting married, somebody's getting born, somebody's getting, but born isn't, the born card isn't, the first card isn't coming up. Dragonfly is a realization, is a remembering of who you are. And dragonflies are very good hunters. And they can camouflage themselves. I remember seeing one that was in a building once, up on some steel beams in like a store. You know how they're built. And it was camouflaging itself with the beams. It was black and silver. Kind of interesting. And then I remember going to the Indian mound and seeing two that were in my colors. This beautiful sort of metallic turquoise green and or emerald green. I guess you could call that emerald green. What would you call that? And metallic purple. Beautiful. The colors I was wearing exactly. It was like they were sitting there waiting for me. But dragonfly, remember who you are. Snake, you're shedding an old skin. Okay, so now this is the year of the snake. You're going to be shedding the old. And protect. You're going to be shedding the old. You're going to be. You have some dreams of the future you need to protect and defend. And you need to move on with those very soon, very soon. You will have a chance to move on with those. Mm. Yeah, dragonflies supposedly were dragons at one point, and were tricked by Coyote into forgetting they were magical beings. So they got locked in a insect body, forgot who they were, like humans, the species with amnesia. That's what we are. We're the species with amnesia. To a lot of, to the galactics, we got amnesia. We don't know who we are. We got no clue what's going on with us. We have been thoroughly gaslit and just to some we are called masters of limitation, which is not disrespectful. Meant disrespectfully, it means that look, ma, no hands, that kind of thing. It's like that somehow we manage to go on and achieve very with actually the most limitations of anywhere. You know, this is a very limited realm. But we're heading out of that era. We're about to leave that. Yes, Kokopelli, fertility. I think in March we're going to see some changes because when I was saying the end of an age, the end of an era, the end, I think in March we're going to see some money. We're going to all see some money. Maybe Trump will make good. Psyche, where the hell are you? Psyche, I haven't seen anything from Psyche. Um, well, if Psyche's not here at this point, we can just have him scroll back and find it. Unity, wholeness achieved, whirling rainbow, and whirling rainbow is And I see a whirlwind, actually. It's not a bad one. Um, Building a community. Right now, your path is building a community. That's what you're doing. And growing. Outward growth. Mountain lion. A leader, whether or not you have followers, but doesn't matter. You're still a leader. You do your own thing, man. Do your thing, do your thing. Mountain lion. Independence, strength, leadership. You have some of these things happening in your life right now. So you're building a community. You're going to have a nice little community, which might turn into a big community, depending. What else? Raven, magic. Use magic. Yes. Okay, who's next? Got you under my skin. Ooh, bluebell. That sounds good. That's right, Black Dragon. Pam. Pam, if you're still here. Nightfall vibes. Okay, put Nightfall vibes on the list. If you haven't already. Cowboys, he doesn't have his crunchy food. And he's very upset with me about that, but I've been feeding him his purpate and he's been getting chicken. But he misses his crunchies. I give him my food, you know, what I'm eating, what he'll eat of it. He's a very persnickety kitty, though. Crave is what he likes. It's soft enough. Some of those other foods aren't soft enough. I very much recommend if you have a kitty cat, and this is not a commercial, I don't get any kickback. If you have a kitty cat, Crave is a good food for them. It'll help keep them healthy. Grain free. It's grain free. Okay. And they're wanting kibble. Give them that. I should see if I can get a sponsorship from Crave because I really appreciate that product. It's done a lot for a cowboy. It's helped him a lot to go on grain free food. Animals, dogs and cats, they don't need grain. They don't. We don't either, really. We really don't need it either. You could live a really good life with no grain in your diet. It's just we really like it. Oh, yeah. Okay, Pam. Hmm. Peace pipe, prayer and inner peace. Something you have to make peace with. Smoking the peace pipe, prayers. Something you have to make peace with. And you haven't quite entirely done that, but you have to. The rest of your life requires it. Hawk, look at your messages, look at your emails, look at your snail mail, listen to your voicemails, pay attention when you go outside. When you go outside, you're going to get some animal messages. Pay attention. And furthermore, you're going to overhear somebody say something that's going to be important to you. It's going to be like an overheard thing. It's a message to you. Actually, Power Place just came up for you too. So that is a special place. Okay, you got messages. Like that old you got mail? You got some messages coming in you've got to pay attention to if you want to progress, whatever it is you're trying to do with your life now. Um, so pay attention. Who's next? Ooh, I would too. Yeah, I would too, honey. Kiki, truth. Giveaway ceremony. Oh, there's something you're releasing, and that's good. It's something that you should be happily releasing, giving away. Because and there's also something that you've outgrown. And you will be better for having done that, for having released something. Um, and you are a generous person anyway. Uh, Whirling Rainbow, you also have something to do with community. There's um, something about building community, interacting with community, creating a community, something like that. Um, Hummingbird, spreading joy, spreading the sweetness of life, spreading joy, bringing joy to people. That's wonderful. That might be the philanthropist, philanthropic type thing. In some way, you will be giving joy um, and love, which is very, very good. Okay. And Porcupine is being playful because you have no enemy that can hurt you. Porcupines really are playful, and it's because there aren't very many things that can get a porcupine. I mean, porcupines are protected all around, okay? So, not too many things, they're not a prey for very many things. So, they're actually able to be very playful. So, porkies are very playful. And so it says you can afford to be playful. And if there's somebody grumpy in your life, show them how to be playful. And also, you've also got that mirror thing going too, because the mirror card just fell out. That void card just fell out, creating something. Good for you. Um, who's next? Okay. Hey, there's the hooker, the happy hooker. Look at this. Pretty. Cowboy's been helping me ball my yarn. You know what? I need to take a video of that. Cowboy helping me wind my yarn. Oh yeah, yeah, right. He's a big help. You know, if cats were going to pick some kind of a hobby like that, it would probably be crochet. I mean, they've already got the hooks, right? So, that would be one of the things they would do. Who's next, honey? Chloe? Ah, that's very sweet, Dragon. You know what? It flipped it on me. It's done that before. It flipped the damn date on me. Yeah, that's StreamYard. It does that. You'll think you're putting it in for today and it'll just flip the freaking date to the next day. It's just really annoying. But you know Wednesday's my day, so if you see that, you know it's probably not true. They're lying. Something happened. You've been knitting. Oh, good for you, Lewis. Okay, so Jamie's is next. Okay, Jamie's. Here you go. Oh, respect. And also the stone people. They both tried to come flying out of there. Respect and the stone people. Sacred space. You also need your sacred space. And you need to let people know that this is your space. And, I think, you know what? That seems to be a big group thing that we're going through tonight because that card keeps coming up. When the same ones keep coming up like that, this is probably, as a group, two, is we need to declare our sacred space. We need to get in our circle. Um, we need to mark off, if you haven't gridded your place, there's so much bizarre things going on right now. If you haven't gridded off your place with selenite or something, do that, okay? Because it's something we probably need right now because the energies are about to get wild in March. Because it's the last, it's the end. So things are going to get wild, you know. Hold my beer, hold my cocktail, hold my six gun, hold my hold my shrooms, hold my and no, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird in March, but good. Okay, but good things are happening and going to happen in March, but also some very scary things for some people. For some people, it's going to be scary as fuck. For other people, it's going to be like, wow, finally. So, sacred space and stone people. But also with stone people, it's like records. It's like either music, it can be music, it can be, but it can also be records like legal records, like birth certificates, something like that. But um, when it comes up like this, sacred space and stone people, I think once more being told to grid and get ready because we've got, there could also be something to do with your records, something recorded. But I keep getting that we pretty much all need to grid our place because the energy is going to get real, 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 real. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Just came flying up out of there. Butterfly. Everything's going to change in stages. There are going to be big changes in your life. The butterfly, as you know, from caterpillar to a butterfly, a whole different life, a whole new life is waiting. Good for you, Jamies. Um, Anything else? Yes, night owl. Owl is the night eagle. An owl is seeing through darkness. It's a silent predator. It can mean wisdom. It can also mean contact with ETs. Mean all kinds of things. So, wow, that's going to be interesting, Jamies. Um, let's see. Um, who's next, love? Nightfall. Whoa. Decisions you have to make. It fell right out. Council fire decisions you have to make with the help of other people and or decisions that people are making about you. There's some kind of decisions uh, having to be made. Um, oh, here we go with the stone people again. That keeps coming up. Stones, minerals, rocks, and records. Wow. Records, Nightfall. And another one wants to come out. Trees. The trees, roots giving. And you know what though? Trees talk to each other through, they talk to each other. Somehow, this is about lot of people communicating back and forth. This is about records knowing revealed, something coming, something being communicated and decided upon and communicated. Lots of, between a lot of people. Uh, let's see what the other cards say. What? Hawk, you need to check your messages too. See, that's another one. We've got to not miss the messages. There's big decisions coming. Yeah, and you need to check your messages. Somebody is a badger, Okay, they badger. Badger has a good and not so good side. The not so good side of badger is people could be badgering you. The good side is they're very once they latch on, they don't give up. But the good side is they can also be adept at herbal medicine. It can also mean, using herbal medicine. It can also be means sticking to something, being very perseverant. Okay. But a lot of times when it comes up, somebody is badgering you, somebody is giving you trouble. Um, that's going to change with the butterfly. Everything's going to change. So you're going to go through some changes too. I don't think this is going to be a bad thing in the end, in the long run. Whatever is happening with these decisions and all these opinions that people are sharing, um, if there's something you need help with, do take counsel. But whatever's going on, hmm, it's been very, you know what this is. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do. It's going to be okay. It's going to be good in the end. Transformation. Just don't miss the signals. Um, yeah, don't piss off a badger. Yeah, they're already pissed off. That's right. Who's next? Oh no. Hook. Hook. Look, you're an empath. You're picking up on everybody else's stuff. You're gonna have to do some clearing, honey. I don't even have to look at the cards to tell you that. There's all kinds of turmoil in the world right now, and you're right in the heart of a lot of it. You're very near a lot of it. There's a lot of weird shit going on right now. You're right in the heart of it. So, okay, let's see what the cards say. What? Self-reliance and burden basket. Thing about burden basket is the burden basket was carried by the elderly. They were not required to carry more than they could handle. And the burden basket was a certain size and a certain shape, and as an elder person, you are not required ever to carry any more than what would fit in that basket. Interesting. But somebody is trying to fit more in your basket. Maybe you are trying to fit more in the basket. But Vision Quest. Okay. So you need a vision quest. You need to see what's really going on. You need to take a little vision quest for yourself. Seeking and finding is the keywords there, and vision quest is like spider. Oh, how appropriate. Well, a figure eight, which is some money, but also it makes the spider weaves. It it's a great card for a crochet artist. Um, but there might be some money coming, and Bird and Basket also self reliance. You might actually have some kind of money coming from what you make. See, the spider makes its living by its creations. It's you know, it it catches what it needs with what it creates. And actually, it's a good card for someone like you. Might even be your totem. And the hummingbird is joy returns. Joy will return. Joy will return. Let's see. Um, you have to look at it differently. This is talking stick. This is viewpoints and options. You have to look at your options. You have to see things differently. Just back away from all of the bullshit and realize that right now where you are, you're okay. You really are okay. Um, it may not look like it. You're stuck in an 8 loop. Let's see. Okay. Yes, you do. So, what I do, because I'm an empath too, I I feel things and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm feeling everybody else. Or stuff, old stuff coming back up. But now we've got these lovely videos on YouTube that'll help you fix anything. You know what really helps? Find the Tartarian ones. Look on my playlist. Tartarian ones are great. I feel so much better listening to the Tartarian video, their Tartarian frequencies. It's rather new. It's not music, it's just sounds. And it's wonderful. 100%. I recommend that for all of you. Um, if you haven't checked out that channel, I think I have. I'll try to post something in our um, community tab, but I think I have posted by them before. But yeah, the Tartarian stuff is great, and if you haven't been listening, you'll feel a lot better listening to that stuff. There's something about it, and it's tuned to the right frequency. So, Jenny's been checking on you. Jenny, can you take Jenny in? Yeah, Michelle Gibson, John Levy. Yeah, they know what's going on. You know who else? Like I said, Praveen has been decoding some things. He shows you what some of these buildings look like. India still has some of their buildings. They haven't torn them all down. Um, but there's somebody else too recently. James, Jamez, maybe. And he used to have the That's Impossible show, but he had to now he's James. But it's in my playlist under Mez because my playlist is kind of goofy and it won't let me label things right. But yeah, listen to the Tartarian videos. I think the cat distribution system is trying to find you, dear. I got a funny feeling that it won't be very much longer before you have a cat again. Yeah. Who's next? Mama D's turn. Oh, my turn. My turn. So we're through, everybody that's come by. Okay. Yeah, maybe Jenny is pregs and you'll have one of them. I think you're getting ready to have another kitty cat. That's not the cards, it's just, I just feel like it. Not right away, but soon. Hmm. Now me. Hour of power. Whoa. Oh, half the deck fell out. What's going on? Expansion? That's good. Okay, well, I'm not going to read all these. But the one on top here is arrow. Truth. Wow. Well, this is really good for a truther program. I mean, that's what I always say. The truth is where you find it. Hope you always find some on this channel. Truth is protection. Arrow. It's also goes along with Sagittarius, my sun sign. Um, and the storyteller. Yeah, which I've kind of been getting a ping, come on now, start telling your stories online. It's time to tell some of these stories, like these ghost stories, true ghost stories. You guys like to hear true ghost stories, don't you? Bumblebee. Doing the impossible. Miracles. Yeah, I'm really supposed to do that. Bumblebee, because the bumblebee is a miracle because it it has a huge body and flies on little tiny wings. And the scientists just couldn't figure out how it was doing that at first. They had no idea how a body that big could fly on such tiny wings. But the bumblebees get the same job done. They're very gentle. You know, bumblebees are very gentle. People have actually made pets of them. Um, I mean, you can bop a bumblebee and they're used to bumping into things anyway, so they just don't care. They're really the gentlest bee. I love bumblebees. They're sweet little things. Um, so I have a special card for them, the bumblebee. I'm glad to see that. So what else? Anything else you got to tell me besides miracle? Miracle, miracle, miracle. David. He wrote a song called Miracle Good Night. Supposedly it was inspired by me because I told him that I was a miracle child. My mom was due to have a hysterectomy. Badger. Yeah, somebody is badgering me. Yeah. Okay, so there is somebody involved. So I have someone left that is still fucking with me. Look at my messages. Okay. What else have I got? What else you gonna tell me to help me with this? Powwow, sharing and quickening. Well, I'm telling you guys. Getting together with other people of like mind. Yeah, and in spite of this badger, I'm going to have a miracle. Things are going to work out. Expansion. See how much better it goes. I started with these cards. I don't think I'm going to go back to tarot cards too much. I think I'm just going to stick with these. I like them better. I never did like tarot cards that much. Or I might use oracle cards. I think I'm just going to not do tarot too much. Maybe at all. Yeah. Bringing home a baby bumblebee. Won't my mama be surprised me? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Shiva, he stayed up all night for a stupid Shiva meditation worship. Really? On somebody's channel somewhere, huh? Yeah, Shiva. Okay, so I'm going to do a, I'm going to do a little thing. Tonight is actually Shiva Ratri. According to Praveen Mohan, he had a show on today. That's why I was mentioning him. He's talking about Shiva Ratri. The night of Shiva is tonight. So that was one day early, maybe. I don't know. What do they got to say about that? Talking stick viewpoints and options. I'm surprised at Scotty staying up till late to do anything. Uh, Vision Quest. Seeking and finding. Okay, so it's a good night for seeing visions. Okay. I'm just asking. What am I supposed to do? Well, he is a blue guy, you know. Blue guy with a bunch of arms. Snake. It is the year of the snake. Shed the old and protect the future. Dudes, what I'm seeing, we're going to see stuff. People are going to see the truth. Finally. People having all kinds of opinions, but they're going to start to see the truth. And I said back in 2020, 2020 is when we start to see, and we just started to see the truth. But it doesn't really rock until now. And look at it's taken this long to start to see some of this come up. But it's coming up. It's definitely coming up. So, supposed to be today, I think. It's either last night or tonight. I can't. That may be part of it too. Is that you're feeling squats out eggs in front of corn with murders and rapes? What? CERN. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. The, the destroyer. Um, well, the thing is he comes to destroy what needs to be destroyed. So they've kind of got it fucked up, don't they? Who knows? He might be here to destroy them. And I said that right at 12:12 for you, huh? And it's 1:12 here. Yes, they are laying like a rug. They definitely are. Hmm. So, you never know. He might be coming for you. Might be coming for y'all. Because he comes to destroy things that need to go at the end of a Yuga, for instance. I'm going to be okay, and so are you if you want to be, if you choose it. But you got to choose it. Okay, now would you like a ghost story? A true ghost story? If you would, I'm down for a ghost story, but I've already been on for 2 hours. So just letting you know I'm not going to be on that much longer. I've been on for 2 hours and I'm trying to have have uh, all my time fit in the free plan on StreamYard, so I don't have that expense too. So okay. And the one that came to me today, because I don't know what it is with atheists. Why? Well, because science has taught us atheism is the way to go. You can't prove anything, right? Bullshit. Bullshit. So I told you the one about the one atheist that had her friend visiting her, and I don't know if I told you that. Did I tell you that one? And she couldn't believe it. If not, I will tell you that one at some point. But the one that came to me tonight to talk about, I was helping a friend online that I knew only online. Very nice woman. Hope she's okay. And I think she probably is because she found the right one. But her husband had offed himself and she was having a really hard time with it. And me being a medium, of course, I'm getting all kinds of messages. So I told her, well, because she says, why? I don't understand. Um, he had been, he was like a scientist and an atheist. He didn't believe in an afterlife. Um, well, I told her, well, he believes in it now because here he is. And I feel very, very cold. And he looks like Dr. Freeze or something. He's kind of blue. He feels very cold. She says, oh, he took his life with cyanide. They'll turn you blue. It's like, oh, that's him then. She said, not only that, but he was emotional. It really suits him. He was very cold emotionally. He was not an emotional guy. I couldn't figure out why he married me. He seemed to have no interest in me, except friendly. He was like a brother. He cared about me, obviously, but he was emotionally very distant and cold. And so I said, yeah, I was just listening. She said, yeah, there was never anything between us. We had no children. We never even made love once. I thought maybe I was doing something to displease him. It seemed like everything I did to try and get closer to him, to get him interested, made him back away. And I said, well, yes, that's pretty sad. She says, he seemed disgusted by me, and I couldn't figure it out. Well, while I was looking at him, I also saw three other men. And then the picture started coming into focus. I said, did you ever stop to think that, okay, you say he was kind of a prominent man, he was a scientist. Um, I'm seeing three men in his life that meant very much to him. She says, really? I said, yeah. Three really close friends of his, three men. And and he said, I'm sorry. He said he wants you to know he's sorry. And gradually it unraveled. He had never explained it to her, but he was gay. And these three men were his lovers. And I didn't want to tell her at first, but I had to tell her. And I said, honey, the reason he seemed like that was because he was gay. He married you as like a cover, you know? And it wasn't that he disliked you, it wasn't anything that you did. She said, I wondered why I could never please him. He's gay. He was never going to be pleased by anything. He was never going to be aroused by anything you'd ever do. She said, I thought it was because I was ugly. It's like, no. My bet is you're not ugly. My bet is he was just gay, dude. And he didn't want to tell you. He couldn't admit it. He was in the closet. She said, wow, but it makes so much sense now. It makes so much sense. He spent so much time away, was emotionally distant. She said, well, actually, I feel a lot better now, knowing that. She said, but now I can't understand. He locked the dogs in with him. He did it while I was off on vacation for a few days. I was away for a few days. And he did it while I was gone. And the dogs were locked in the room with him. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that's got to be horrible. Why did he damn the dogs? Why did he doom the dogs? Because, I mean, eventually nature is going to take over, but he's poisoned himself. He's poisoned. So when she returned home to a horrible, horrible, horrible scene. And everyone was dead. And she's like, I couldn't figure that out. He's smart. He knows what happens. He killed many, many animals. He knows exactly what he's doing. And he was into biology. He knows exactly what was going to happen. Why did he do that? And he said, I was being selfish. And some part of me, he was kind of embarrassed about that. He was like, that was me being selfish. I wanted to be, I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want you there, but I didn't want to be alone. And she's there, well, didn't he realize what was going to happen? It's like, yeah, and he didn't care that much. He just didn't want to be alone. And he said, yeah, I admitted I was selfish. But after she found this out, she was free. She was like, oh, wow, I said, you know what? There's another guy. And I told her exactly what was going to happen. I said, you're going to meet another guy. Don't worry. But you got to believe it when you meet him. And he is going to love you. He's going to be the one. It won't be that much longer. You're going to meet him. And you will be, to him, you will be very beautiful. And he will be warm. And he will be kind. And he will take care of you. He will have some money. You're going to be fine. She said, oh, my husband left me money. I'm okay, but I'm lonely. I said, well, you won't be for long. She did end up meeting a wonderful man. And she did end up, and he did take care of her. He did love her, take care of her, thought she was beautiful. Um, they went sailing a lot. She was really into sailing, and they went sailing a lot. And she ended up very happy, but it was just so sad the way that that happened to her. It was absolutely horrific. But there he was, an atheist, in the afterlife and earthbound. So I had to cross him over. So I crossed him over. And I said, dude, you're going to have to get over it because look at yourself. You are in the spirit world now and you are doomed to walk this earth unless you cross over. He was worried all of a sudden that now, what do you mean? There's an afterlife? All those, all of a sudden, everything he'd done during his life, he kind of felt like, oh shit, you mean I'm going to have to answer? I said, don't worry about it. You'll get through it. As far as I can tell, there's an actual e-hell, but you will be judging yourself. You will be reviewing your life and you will be judging yourself. He says, oh, I said, but it's better than hanging around on this plane because you're only going to keep experiencing your death if you stay here. So, all four of them, apparently, the three guys, something had happened to them too. They were also in the spirit realm and they were also atheists. All of them stuck, earthbound. That would be horrible. So I made sure they were crossed over. But, whoa, it was horrible. So, ah, yeah. So that is a true ghost story. She she was mentioning that she would feel suddenly cold and she was having strange things go on around the house and she felt like he was trying to get in touch with her and indeed he was. She said, but that's so weird because he's an atheist. You know what? I have stories about atheists dying, getting to the other side and going, oh shit, I must be dead. Why am I still around? We tried to warn you. We tried to warn you. Hmm. Too many people you want to hunt. Well, you can come back after you cross over. You can come back and visit. People do it all the time. David does it all the time. But you need to cross over because you become unburdened. Then you become unburdened by the past. But yeah, you become unburdened and can then move about more freely. Whereas if you're trapped on this side, it's not really that much fun. But no, once you can, a lot of people go through is that, in the beginning before they leave, they say goodbye to a lot of people once they figure out they can do that. But a lot of them go on and then they come back. And I mean, like I said, all my animals come back and say hi to me. All of I mean, my mom, my dad, my grandparents I didn't even know, and people I didn't even know from my background that I'm not really I didn't even know I knew them. Um, but yeah, it's like but you need to go ahead and go through your process, your death process and your crossing over process, and then you can come back. It's a lot of people don't though because they get busy with stuff over there because it seems more real once you get there. It seems more real than here. So there's one, and like I said, I have others. I have at least three atheist stories. Well, I'll tell you one other. One other was a girl who had a near-death experience. She had tried to, and this you might relate to this, Hook, but she was also an atheist or agnostic. Agnostic. She didn't particularly believe in an afterlife, but she decided she was going to do it in a bathtub with the razors and bleed out and some pills. And so she was there in the bathtub and she'd taken the pills and she thought she was just going to sleep and go into darkness and just drift away and be gone. Instead, what happened is she popped out of her body and saw herself. And she's like, once again, very surprised. It's like, oh shit. And she had this whole experience with thinking about she had an experience where she was looking back on her life and everything and realizing that she was still around and it must be true that we're forever. She's like, oh shit, I effed up. Now what am I going to do? That's what a lot of them are like. Now what am I going to do? uh well, you can go on, but she was kind of blocking other people from taking her on. But fortunately, she hadn't taken quite enough pills to kill her, and she ended up somehow popping back into her body, and she doesn't remember how it even happened, but she must have decided to come back. She must have, but she just doesn't remember it. She doesn't, you don't remember that part a lot of times. But somebody must have come and said, hey, you want to come or you want to go, because a lot of times you have a choice. And she must have decided to come back because she popped back into her body and then she realized what she'd done and she wrapped her arms up and she got out, she managed to get herself out of the tub And she really thought about what had happened, and it really changed a lot of things for her. Then she really started looking into what was going on. So it changed her life. Mhm. Oh, really? Yeah, see, I dreamed about mine too before it happened, but only a few months. So she must have decided to come back. And they popped her back in, but she said, boy, she will never forget that. And things were sure different in her mind after that. Once she realized she was eternal, then she had to know stuff. She started looking into things. So it actually ended up being positive for her. But now it just goes to show you, yeah. There was another one I'll tell you about. There's number three. Three is a lucky number that Heather told me about. What? Not the Heather you know. Um, she told me about somebody who owned a bar, bartender friend of hers. She tried to convince him all his life, or as ever since she knew him, that hey, there's an afterlife. You're eternal. He wouldn't listen. He was an atheist. He was a nice guy, but he was an atheist. He wouldn't have any of that. He wouldn't listen. And so he died. She told him he was going to die. She psychic. She said, "Dude, you're going to die. This is going to happen. I see you. You're going to die. You better get right before you die." And he's like, there is nothing after you. So she watched the whole thing psychically. He died, and she saw him in her mind, standing there, looking at his body, going, why in the heck am I here? And following his body, going with his body, with the paramedics as they took him out, watching himself be pronounced dead. He was still wandering around, and she talked to him. She talked to him. She said, "Dude, you realize you're dead and you're still around?" And he says, "Yeah, I shouldn't be." She's like, "What do you mean you shouldn't be? I told you you were going to be." He said, "Yeah, but when you're dead, you're dead. I don't get it. I'm going to disappear at any moment now." She said, "No, you're not." He says, "Yeah, I am. Yeah, I can't. I'm dead. I gotta be dead. There is no afterlife." And he's standing there in the afterlife, arguing with her that there's no afterlife. So she went to his funeral. There he was, laying down on top of his coffin, waiting to get buried with his coffin. And they buried him. And he's laying on his coffin getting buried. And he's there on top of his coffin, waiting. And she says, "Hey, you know, you should really cross over. Want me to help you?" And he's like, "No, I'm waiting to disappear. I'm waiting to blank out. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm I'm dead." I said, "Dude, if you ever want to cross over, let me know." Okay. That's the last I heard of that story. I do not know how that story ends, if he gets out of it or not. Kind of a cliffhanger, but yeah, actually was laying on his coffin, waiting to just not exist anymore. And she tried to tell him that was not going to happen. Sorry, dude. I wonder how long he waited before he realized that was not going to happen, you know? But she never mentioned him again, so I don't know. Uh, why you think you're on a repeat? I can't die yet. I need to prove all my doctors wrong. Me too. And so far I am. All the doctors, right? Mm. What? What do you need explained, honey? I might know something about it. This is what I do. One of the things I do is help people cross over. A period of transition, yeah. Yeah, Woo Riders, that's a definitely, yeah. He's going to come out with the Epstein list, and I think that's a point in his favor. If anybody is redacted, then hmm. Yeah, I can't really think of why they would redact anybody, but I guess there may be some extenuating circumstances, but I don't think so. I think they're going to put it out. Into the Light is a good read, yeah. Life Between Lives. Life After Death and Life Between Lives. And I mean, I forget who the author was, but I read those books. And of course, that's right. We'll see now. Well, he did say, let everything come out about JFK. So far, so good. Yeah, I think he's going to do it. I think there would have to be very, very extenuating circumstances for him to redact anything. Because he wanted to just put everything out about JFK. He's like, yeah, let it all come out. I think he's going to do it. Because everything's coming out. Fort Knox. Going to find out about Fort Knox. Going to find out about a lot of things. You know what? This time he's gonna find out about some shit. Why don't we know? Oh, we don't know. Why don't we know? Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of things, and I think they're gonna tell us. I think finally we're gonna be in the loop. I think we're gonna find out. Yeah, yeah, I heard that too. That the list really got leaked years ago already. But I think we are gonna find out. I think we're gonna get that closure. And we're gonna find out what the hell happened there. Yep, they vote against everything. They're trying to stop everything. Yeah, the Democrats have been trying to stall everything again. They really don't want all this to come out because it's going to it's really going to rile things up. Yeah, there are some people that are going to be really mad. There are going to be some people that are going to need to be arrested. And it's going to be people that some people hold in high esteem. So it's going to break some people's hearts. But the truth has got to come out, and I think it will. My feeling right now, if I had to say, is that it will come out. Is that he will bring out the truth. As painful as it may be, and it is going to be painful. It's going to be real painful for some people. Well, yeah, anything would be better than Mayorkas, so practically. Orcus, is the god of the orcs, is the leader of the orcs. Orcus is the orc god. Where are we, Mordor? You know? It's like, wow, that's straight out of Mordor, you know? Lord of the Rings. So, yeah, Mayorkas had to go. And there are people fleeing the country, trying to move to places where they can't be extradited, but they're going to be extradited. Yep. Yeah, I know. I like Tulsi Gabbard. She's doing a great job. You know what the best thing is that really, I'm sorry for any Canadians that may hear this. We kicked your ass. President Trump winning has just influenced so many things. I think it really gave everybody heart to go out there and really hammer it home, right? So here comes and Canadians are all about hockey, right? I mean, they're so proud, and the Americans kicked their ass. And if they didn't have President NB before, now it's even worse. I just hope on their behalf that they get somebody better than Trudeau. Yep, yep. I like who he's putting in charge of things. It's okay. Look, I this is the future I helped envision. I helped write this part of the Matrix. I even wrote most of that team that he put together. I put them together in my mind and wrote that fucking code. And I'm going to tell you, I wrote that the future is going to be brighter. Okay? I wrote that in there. From my point of view, our future is going to be brighter. And if somebody else has got some other idea of what's going to happen, that's their world. That's not mine. Okay. You can do whatever you want with your section of your little bubble of the matrix, your little matrix bubble. You can do what you want. But I wrote this part. I helped to write it. And I'm telling you, it's going to get better. We're going to get things we want. There's going to be, I told you there's going to be some turbulence. We're going to have a time, switch over time. Probably not going to be very comfortable at times. There's going to be some kicking and yelling and screaming and thrashing about. And uh, don't get bit by the zombie, okay? But which is all that's left of the Democrats, really. It's Democrats, the zombie party. They just think they're still alive. They're dead already. The Democratic Party is dead. They're dead. They got no they you know what they need? Brains. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. What they really need is brains. So now they're in need of brains. Brains. Yeah, the Democrats a zombie. Democratic Party is a zombie party. Oh my God. The imagery is just so apt. Think about it. John Fetterman. Yeah, you know what? Something happened to Fetterman when he got that's not him. That's not the original Fetterman. He's somebody else, I think. Something happened with him because all of a sudden he either must have had a near death or he is not the same guy. Something happened with him. Because all of a sudden Fetterman's making sense, more sense than any other Democrat in the whole party. But then you got to wonder too, because Bill Maher is actually making some sense. And I'm like, whoa, he's actually said some things that make sense too. Hey, hey, so much, Jake. Uh, brains. That's so and so. If they only had a brain. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I know he had a stroke, and that's funny because the first the first speech he gave was like really weird. He couldn't. It was too soon, I think. But then later he turned around and said something to the press. I saw something where he was walking along. He turned around. He said something to the press, and the look in his eye. Something happened. Something happened. It's either not him or something happened to him we're not hearing about. And I just, when he turned around and I looked into his eyes, and I was hearing in my head, and they're buying it all. They're really buying this act. And I'm like, what? what happened? And I got the feeling that something had just been a fraud the whole time. I don't even know. It was the weirdest feeling. Yeah. Yeah, the stroke actually gave him a brain. What? Actually made him smart? What? Oh, that's so weird, man. But yeah, it was like I kept getting like hints of stuff from him, like there was some kind of fraud, some kind of game he was playing. It was like he knew some. There was something in his eyes, like I know something you don't. Look, they're buying it. I don't know. And then he starts making sense. Mm, something up there. We may never know exactly what happened there, but we might hear about it someday. Hmm, really amazing. I'm like, this is crazy. Hey, you want a reason to celebrate? The joyless ones are getting hammered, man. I mean, joyless Reed is out on her ass. I could not stand old Blondie. Okay, I'm sorry. Talking about cultural appropriation while wearing a blonde wig. Look, how many times I commented, "Look, Blondie, you're appropriating my hair," and then she stopped wearing it. But yeah, I complained every single time something came on my feed with her talking with what MSNBC. I said, "Look, Blondie, you're culturally appropriating my hair, and I don't appreciate it." Like I was a really offended lefty. Hmm. Yeah, now Dennis Kucinich is a good guy. Now he's from around here. We like him around here. Okay, we like him. We know Dennis Kucinich. He's a real one. He's for real. Joy crying on TV was so sweet. Popcorn salted with Clown World tears is so delicious. Popcorn salted with Clown World tears. By the way, tonight I'm on about 4 gummies. Can you guys tell? I can't tell. I had 4 gummies. I had 4 mushroom gummies. All I notice is that I'm happy. Maybe that's all they're doing is just keeping me happy. I don't know. Yeah, Megan Kelly has actually done some good work. But Joy crying on TV, and I guess Marjorie, is her name Marjorie? Press secretary now? And she's suing because Behar said that or the only reason she was in that job was because Donald thought she was a 10. This from a woman who's always on about supporting sisters and It's like in women's rights and all that. But just throw all that out the window and knife a woman who is doing well in the back. I mean, totally disingenuous. So what I heard is that she's suing them, and then they would not apologize. They would not shut up, and she's suing them a second time. There's two lawsuits on them now. The View ladies. I think there's one on Whoopi and one on Behar. I'm not sure. I don't keep up with those things too well, but it's so funny. Yeah, Carolyn. Carolyn's her name. That's right. Whatever. She's doing a good job. She's certainly better than the last two, okay, that we had. Press secretaries, if you could call them that never had any answers for anybody. She has an answer for everything. She always has an answer. She's not sitting there with a binder saying, I have no answers. No, she is actually literally letting us know what the hell is going on, which is what she's supposed to be doing. It's what they were always supposed to be doing. Mhm. Yeah, she's suing the View and the producers. Yeah. Carolyn, that's her name. And then Marjorie is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Boy, she stands up and says her mind too. You gotta like that. Yeah, Carolyn, love it. Something. Um, but yeah, the View's getting sued. I don't care. View's getting sued and freaking out. That's all I care. I love it. Pop more popcorn. Pop more popcorn. Salt liberally with Clown World tears. Ah, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely. Oh, it's the best tasting popcorn I've had in a good long while, if ever. Oh, autocorrect. Yeah, I know. It ruins all of my best jokes. Mm, You know what he thinks about it. He says if a better economy means more cat food, more cat treats, then I'm all for it. He voted for Trump. Well, he thought he did anyway. We let him think he did. But he's a MAGA cat, you know. MAGA kitty. Yeah, getting a belly rub. He loves it up here when I'm doing shows because I reach over. I very frequently reach over and pet him and rub his belly, and he absolutely adores belly rubs. Mhm. It's going on 3 hours, loves. And it's also 2:02 here. So I'm getting ready I'm fin to go. Yeah, it's 2:02. And so, buckaroos, buckaroos, put your wagons in a circle, pilgrims. Boy, the pilgrims were pretty grim too, some of them. They were also grims. Anyway, put your wagons in a circle, pilgrims. It's going to be instead of cowboys and Indians, so it's going to be quite different. Hmm. I think there are going to be people overreacting. I predict that people are going to overreact right out the just out the wazoo, just Vesuvius overreacting. Some of them. There are going to be people that are going to have to go to the hospital. They'll have apoplexy when some of this stuff comes out, but it can't be helped. It's just gonna have to be that way. It's gonna hurt first, and uh, okay, love. Um, and if I get any more info, I will certainly. You guys will be the first to know. And if you want me, I'm going to ask you before I go. Do you want me to sing more? Because I feel like celebrating. Like next show, maybe I would have a show like Friday instead of having to come up with a subject like maybe Friday or maybe even Monday. Instead of trying to come up with a show topic, another kind of a show topic, maybe just sing and celebrate and be happy that we're leaving the Kali Yuga. You know, some people say it already ended, but now this is going to be official. Now everybody's going to have to shut the F up. Kali Yuga is going to be over in March. The last person's idea of a Kali Yuga is going to be. So that's it. Okay, abiento. Abiento. Did I say that right, Jake? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The binder. They called her the binder. Yeah. Blech. She was horrible. She was the worst. She was DEI. I'm so glad DEI is DIE. Yep. That's Clown World going down. Goodbye. I keep typing that. Fort Clown World. Fort Clown World shit. 100%. I'm putting it on a t. Does anybody want a Fort Clown World t-shirt? I'll make transfers if you want. I can get transfers made and just send them to you in the mail. I'll get them made if you want Fort Clown World 100% or just Fort Clown World. Let me know because I will make them and we will run around with Fort Clown World t-shirts. Everybody would be going like, "What?" Okay, okay. See you next time. And I guess mushrooms just made me, yeah, happy, laugh. Okay, they're doing their job. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna look into stickers too. I love you too. Love y'all. Oh, I can do hats. Let me know what you want. Let me know if you want some merch. We'll do some merch. Okay, I would love to make you some merch. It's just gonna take a little while to get it printed, but yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to order it, but I can make some merch. I got some of it already designed, like my conspiracy realist hat. I really love my conspiracy realist hat. And the cowboy hat, the super cowboy hat. If you want a super cowboy hat, let me know. Okay. So take care. Yeah, the t-shirts are so expensive. I don't want to make t-shirts. They're crazy expensive. I'll make transfers. You can pick your own shirt and iron them on there. You know, it's just crazy the price of t-shirts. Insane. Okay, love you guys. And truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some here.